Hello, I'm the Happy Jower and welcome to my review on the 2014 modular building, the Parisian Restaurant. Excuse the setup, it's a bit odd at the moment. I'm still trying to sort out my whole rearranged thing with my city over there, my computer there now. It's a bit confusing, but never mind about that. I am really excited to finally review this set because it is the last modular that is available to buy that I need to review. So I'll make a playlist, put the link in the description if you want to check out all the other modulars that are currently on the market to buy. And yeah, I'm also excited to do this because the second I finish this review, I can plop it in my city over there, then do the final city update and I can start a brand new city. Alright, let's start off just by getting a lovely 360 look at the entire thing. As you can see, it's actually very thin. The actual building itself, the bulk of the build, is very thin. And I'm going to touch more upon this towards the end of the review, but sort of the price versus the value that's actually in the set. Because this is one of the more expensive modulars. It's got that £132 mark. And also has the most pieces of all the modulars, except for the town hall, obviously, but that was like £200 or something. And it's actually the smallest modular, I believe, despite the fact that it has the most pieces except for the town hall, as I said. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I just want to talk about this side bit here. We'll see there's sort of a black stripe there, which is kind of unsightly, this wall, even though they've got a window there. So it's a bit strange that it's designed to prop up against buildings, but they included the window. Personally, I actually don't think the Parisian Restaurant looks all that nice propped up against buildings. But that is just my opinion. Here we got a tan brick. This is actually a snot brick, I guess it's called, holding up a clock on the inside. I wish that they could have done it in the olive green, the lovely olive green that the entire restaurant is made out of. But oh well, it's not too bad. Over here we get a lovely bin. There's just a lot of random stuff in there. There's like bones and cherries and sausages. So all sorts of stuff to throw away. Closes really nice. It's actually just a really nice design. I don't know what it is about Lego skips, but I really like them. In this bin, have gold pieces of cheese. I guess the cheese went off, so they had to throw it out. But it's alright because you get a rat that can have it as well. You get this sort of shrubbery ivy growing up the wall here, which I'm not a huge fan of. I assume it's just there to cover up this big black section, which it doesn't really do a very good job at. So, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the ivy. I think it's a bit too much. But I do love the back of this building. It's probably one of my favourite backs of modulars that I actually own. Because like the greengrocer, there's just a lot going on. There's this whole stairwell at the back. You get a continuation of the seating area, which of course we'll look at later. You get entry to this back room, and there's a lot going on, and I like it. You have the big pipe going all the way up, obviously. And here's the final side, where you get another one of those tan bricks, as I said. And it also has this nice sort of thatching detail, which I didn't point out on the other side, but it is there, and this nice sort of 1x1 tile pattern. So going from right to left, we start off with this nice little bench here. You got the signature white lamppost that comes with all the modulars, of course. These plant designs are actually quite interesting. There's another one round the back, which you'll see later, but it uses those sort of Ninjago blade pieces in green, and you wouldn't think it was, but it actually looks quite good. It's interesting, unique. You got the stairwell going from here, of course, to the continuation of the eating area, which we'll check out on the next floor. Here's the main area with the awning and the printed tile here. Chez Albert Restaurant. You get the menu here, which is a lovely piece. This sort of red carpet design, which is interesting. A glass door, all these nice glass windows. I really love these this pillar design. It's kind of repetitive when you're making it, but it looks good. In fact, there's lots of lovely designs that are done in white on this piece. We'll see more of that as we go up. This is the sort of most Frenchy restaurant style on this build, in my opinion, this outside area at the front of the restaurant. In total, the restaurant only has 11 seats, so I guess it can't be too busy, but it must be very expensive, classy food. You get the nice plant pots along here. This was the first time this piece was used here. Kind of looks like the end of a toilet plunger, but those are used throughout, which we'll see later. Right, now on to the second floor. We're just gonna quickly have a look at this interesting sort of roof design. Up here you get these nice lights, and using the jail window pieces and also a barbed gate door, you get this cool sort of roof. And then underneath there's this design. It goes along the top continuously, and if we just pop those down, you get a bit more shrubbery as well, sort of ivy stuff, just for detail. Here's the windows. As you can see, this is built sideways, which is really cool. We also get a smooth plate here in olive green, which I'm pretty sure you don't get in any other set, so that's cool. You got this interesting sort of fender rim, wheel rim piece here. Just create a little bit of detail there. Nice flower pots. Here's a tiny, tiny, tiny balcony. Of course, you can open that door up. We'll go inside there later. And just the same here. These are exposed, these Technic pins, which doesn't really bother me too much. It's just a bit strange looking. And then, I showed you those stairs earlier. If you come up the stairs, you got more of the dining area. So you get a wine bottle in the glass there. Some more plant pots with some more lanterns. Imagine installing brick lights into this set. I bet it would look very pretty. If we continue round the back, you get another door there into the apartment. And these doors are sort of indented, which I really don't like. If you can see that, because there's this tiny gap you can see along here. They've done the same with this one as well, where you can see that gap properly there. And I don't really understand the design choice there. It just doesn't look good in my opinion. And you get an even tinier balcony here. It almost seems kind of pointless. And I don't know why you'd have two doors into the same apartment, but yeah, that's pretty bizarre. You get another light there, of course. And then, up the stairs, we have the top floor. We better start off around the back, because the back, this is probably one of the most iconic modular design motifs that come with this. Definitely the most recognisable part of the Parisian restaurant. And there's this beautiful structure here. I guess it's supposed to be made of marble, like in real life. But it just looks great. You got the white croissants, that's using a clam piece of course. These are wheel arches, and the way it's actually built into the roof is also really cool as well. It's almost seamless, it looks beautiful. Here I had a bit of the problem here actually in the instructions, which I did another video for, so switch to that. So I was just putting the last part on top, and I noticed something strange, that the windows here weren't actually connected at the top. So I looked through the instructions again to see if I had missed something. I hadn't missed anything, so you look 4 jumper plates, you put the windows straight on. And then I noticed on the box art there's actually supposed to be a second set of jumper plates on the windows. So they actually connect like that. That wasn't in the instructions, it wasn't on the online instructions. But no one else seemed to have these problems in the other reviews I watched. It was on the box art. No one pointed this out in the reviews or anything, so I don't know if this is just sort of a more recent production of the instructions or what, but very peculiar. Underneath this cool design, we got these feather pieces here, which also looks very nice, very nice. They could have just done like normal flat bricks. They saw the opportunity there, so they took it. So that's really cool. And something that is actually quite subtle is this uneven roof design. You can see it's bumpy there. So that's a really cool little style that they did. Spinning it around to the back. There's quite a lot going on over here actually. We got this nice colourful awning. We get another example of that plant I was talking about earlier. Door here. And there's this roof section with the windows through it. And this will all lift up later, which I'll show you when we look at the interior. But that's about it for the exterior. Favourite part? Probably the bin and this stairwell here. I think it looks cool. Oh yeah, also I really like the way this chimney's built. With all the stones coming out and stuff. That just looks really cool. But also this chimney section, I don't know why, but I was quite impressed with like the way it's offset like that. That I don't know why, that just sort of interested me. Anyway, that's it for the exterior. So just like with all the modulars, you simply and carefully lift off each floor individually. Easy as that. Alright, you can see more of the awning there. Here's the studs that hold it together. And here's the exterior eating area, which just comes off separately as well. It could be sort of flimsy because it's on a plate, but it works fine. And I absolutely love this interior. This is the only part that is actually sort of the restaurant. And it's pretty small, but the detail is just gorgeous. Here is where I assume you wait for a table going in the entrance. And you get this lovely floor here. I guess it's supposed to be sort of a birchwood floor, that sort of thing. That looks really nice. And then over here is the kitchen, where you get that lovely tiled floor as well. There's a lot going on in here. There's a little plant pot there. You get a turkey. You get one of these dialed printed pieces, which is really cool. In here, in the corner, you got a lovely fridge. I love Lego fridges. Inside, you got a printed carton of milk and a couple bits of cheese and just a wine bottle. And, well, this chef is certainly packing some weaponry. You got a hobbit sword there, you got a knife, and next to it a rolling pin. There's this cool sort of stack plates effect used here, which works nicely. Then you get a sink and a couple of cupcakes, I guess they're supposed to represent. I believe one of these drawers have something in. One of them have a pan in, but I can't remember which one and I'm not going to look for it. Also you get a cream pie and a clock. Something that's quite difficult to get a good shot of is this lovely sort of wine cabinet mini build. That's where you keep some of the wine bottles, and there's simulated shelves. And then it's just an awesome build. That's what the black part at the back was. But that just looks awesome. If we spin this around, we can get a better look at these lovely curtains and the tables. More of that toilet plunger piece used for lamps. And it's sort of basic, but it works. As I said, there's very few seats in Chez Albert, so it is very exclusive of the highest standard. And here's a look what it looks like inside from the outside. Here's the second floor interior, which is a sort of flat where I assume the employees might live. You get these two indented doors again. I don't know why they went with that design, it just looks ugly. There's a big lamp in the corner. A fireplace, which of course the chimney is linked up to. And that's very basic, but it works. You get this lovely little swivel chair, comfy looking chair, and this tiny coffee table there, which just uses clear tile. You get the nice window sills there, which I quite like. And in here is actually a fold out bed. Very space efficient. You get this nice coloured checkered pattern there, and underneath it's got the reversed smooth tiles. And then you get a tiny little kitchen, which the modular designers seem to love to do, and that's pretty straightforward. Is there anything in here? There is nothing. You need to go shopping, pal. And now onto the top floor. To access the interior of that, you just pull this roof down, as so. And inside it's kind of dark, but this is the artist studio, and it's exactly that. You get this sort of interesting cubism pieces of art there. There's another one back here, which you can see, and in here you get a really cool little furnace or kiln, I'm not sure what it is, but that opens up. You can see this handlebar piece slots into a Technic hole there, so it proper shuts, like clip shuts, which I think is cool. And in there, the you can just about see a tiny bit of fire. But that's it for the interior of this one. If I open this door, there's nothing in there, in that area. Okay, now we're taking a look at the minifigures. These two are the couple going for a romantic evening at Chez Albert. As you can see, he's holding the one ring of Modular, so I guess he's gonna be proposing, which is lovely. He's got a really nice looking suit here. Actually, I never had that suit before. I believe it was in first introducing the Alien Conquest line. Is that it? Or Alien Invasion anyway. And a news reporter man had that also. That's really cool. He's got the Luke Skywalker hair, which is an interesting look with the classic face. Of course, all the modular figures have that lovely classic face. Give them that old vintage sort of feel. And then there's this lady who is very, very curvaceous for a Lego figure. This torso is used a lot in City. And then she's got long ginger hair. Here's the artist, or the painter, that lives in that top studio area. And she comes with a moped, which is actually... This is the first time the moped's been introduced. It's been used 100 times in the Friends sets now. But it's a cool look. Probably a bit longer than it should be. But still a cool look. And here's the actual figure itself. I believe that is Sensei Wu's torso there, which works really nicely. Has a nice oriental feel. And that looks cool. And then this hairpiece, which has been used to death, in my opinion. But there it is. There's this cool little bit of brat printing with the dragon. And yeah, and that's it for this figure. Probably my favourite, if I had to say, just because it works nicely, even with the very overused hair. Here we have the waiter, who's clearly working very hard. He hasn't even had time to comb his hair a bit. But he's got this cool shield that's used as a plate that you can bring food to. Very busy body. You get the white pants, which is an interesting combination, but kind of makes him look classy, like uniform. I kind of wish we got another waiter minifigure actually, but of course it's such a common figure. I'm sure it's not difficult to find the pieces to make your own. And the last figure is Le Chef. I'm not sure if this is actually Albert himself, but he seems to be a bit of a psychopath. He's got all the weapons back there, he's got another knife in his hand, and this chef torso has been used for absolute yonks. But why not? It looks cool. And I think any figure looks awesome in this chef hat. The chef hat is just perfect. As you know, if you've seen my custom pizza restaurant video, I love Lego chefs, so there we go. And that's it for the Parisian Restaurant. That felt quite quick. We'll see how well I actually did keeping the review under half an hour when I go to edit this later, but that felt good. I didn't mind paying the price just because I wanted to... I am a collector of these modular sets, so I am willing to pay the price, but for someone who isn't a regular with the modular series, who isn't even a regular with Lego, this could very much seem overpriced. So, sound off on what your thoughts are in the comments, that would be appreciated. I reply to each and every comment, so please do. Also, let me know if you've got the set, what you think of it, and whether you think I did a good job on this review. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I'll see you in, hopefully, the final city update. There's the city over there. Hello city, bye bye you. Bye bye. Why are my outros always so awkward?